name's Julie and I'm one of your teen services librarians of the main library on Goodwood. Today we have just a dash of STEM because we're building a device that will signal Morse code. Supplies that accompany this video are available at the Eden Park Library in a limited capacity. To make your own Morse code signaling device, you're going to need a 3-volt battery, a piezo buzzer, a push button, a 3-volt battery case, scissors, Q-tips, wood glue, duct tape, electrical tape, and 4 laser cut wood pieces. To get started, we're going to use the wood glue to glue our box together, and it's going to come together something like this. So on all of those joints, you want to add wood glue. And it's going to be a fairly tight fit, so it might not need too much. For the next step, we're just gonna let our box dry, and you might want to prop it together with something to keep it from moving. I've just used books. When your box is dry, you're going to need all of the other things. And the first thing you're gonna do is take that push button and stick those wires through the hole, fit it in there, pretty nice. What you're gonna do next is we wanna tape this piezo buzzer down so it stays in place, and we want the sound to come out through these holes. So we're gonna tape it there. And in this next step, we're going to join all the wires. So we want to take the red wire from the buzzer and join it to the red wire of the button. And we want to take the black wire of the case and we want to join it to the black wire of the button. And then the remaining 2 wires are going to go together. Let's test this out. So do not touch any of the wires. You just pop your battery into your case, make sure it's on. Great, it works. So we're going to take our battery out, and then around all of these places with wires, we're going to use electrical tape to tape that off. All taped up, we're going to go ahead and use some duct tape to put on the back of the battery case because you want to still be able to open it. And you may need some tape to tape the wires down if they're extra hectic like mine are. Enjoy. Okay, so now it's time for the science. What is even the point of Morse code? So it turns out it's actually very difficult to transmit voice from point A to point B, and it's extremely difficult to do that with video. So back in the gap when the world was electrifying, we had no way to, talk to each other across long distances. Phone calls were out of the question. What did happen is that the English physicist William Sturgeon realized that if you had electricity flowing from point A to point B, you could disrupt that flow, and the disruption would move a magnetic needle one way or the other. And it didn't take people long to realize that you could communicate by this needle movement. And it didn't take people long to realize that if you added like maybe a beeping sound to it, you could unscramble a lot faster what the other person was trying to say instead of just staring at this tiny needle. So this is when the American inventor Samuel Morse hopped in. He invented the telegraph, which was a machine that used these disruptions to communicate with people. And he created a standardized code to go with his telegraph, and this went on to become known as Morse code. So the telegraph may be obsolete, but Morse code is still very useful. Its format means it could be signaled a whole lot of different ways. You could tap it out with your fingers, you could flick a light switch on and off, you could use radio waves, you could even write it down. And if you're a fan of Stranger Things, you might have noticed how the Hawkins gang has used pretty much all of these methods to communicate. So have fun with this. It may save you from the mind flayer someday. If you have any questions or comments about today's activity, holler at us. Our phone number is 231-3770, or you can leave a comment on this video. Better yet, tag us on Instagram and show us what you made or how you annoyed all of your friends and family with this creation. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this and we cannot wait to see you next time.